Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon, and this is going to be a client reading. Today's reading is called The Spirit Guide Says. This is one of my most popular readings in the shop. It is a 5-card spread where I pull a single card from the major arcana of a tarot deck that will give the energy of your spirit guide. And then I pull 4 cards from any oracle deck that I feel would fit the reading. And because we're doing spooky theme readings, I'm going to be using a spooky themed oracle deck. And that will just deliver messages from your spirit guide to you to give you some advice for anything coming up in your life. Now, for my specific client, I don't give out any of your information, but I do want to say that you did not give out you don't have a specific question for the cards, which is one of my favorite ways to read because I just like to see what messages come through with the deck themselves. So let's get started. I have chosen to work with the Madame Endora's fortune cards as the messages from your guide. And then I'm going to be using the Major Arcana from the Gothic Tarot. And these two decks were actually created by the same person. So it's kind of cool to get that vibe. So I'm going to be pulling a single card from the Gothic Tarot to portray the energy of your spirit guide. So I'm just going to shuffle a couple times until, this one came out. And then I will shuffle the cards once for every letter of your name to get the messages from your spirit guide. The cards are kind of big. I have small hands too, but it's kind of funny. I try to shuffle. Sometimes they fall out of my hands, so. And one more time. And I love these cards, both of them, both the Gothic Tarot and the Fortune cards. The cardstock is very flimsy, and I love that. Some people don't like it, but I love flimsy cards because they're so much easier to shuffle. Okay, so the energy of your spirit guide is coming through as the Hanged Man. Okay, let's see if I can get my camera to focus. So the Hanged Man is I like to think of as an easygoing energy. Your spirit guide is very casual, and I'm getting a feeling of a male energy with your spirit guide. So a very casual person, a casual energy. Your spirit guide is all about kind of letting things go with the flow. He's not about rushing you to get things done just because of it's what you have to do. Like, he's going to keep you on the right track no matter what, but he's also cool with you taking your time. That might be why you personally might have the energy of very free flowing, more of a free spirit type of an energy. You may find that you are a procrastinator, so you might wait to the last minute for a lot of things. And you feel comfortable doing that. You work best doing that. And that is also probably because you have the same energy as your spirit guide, and they kind of, I want to say, like, our spirit guides kind of influence our energies in a way. We mimic them a lot, and he's going to be watching out for you regardless. Like, if he notices that you're going to be going off path, you're veering off your path, he's going to put you back on track. But at the same time, I think he kind of just sits back and allows you to experience life the way you need to experience it, in order to get the right feel for yourself and to kind of like make your own mistakes so that you learn from them. So I wish the lighting was a little bit better. I don't want to turn on the main light because then it gets too nasty in here. I like kind of like the little, the darker, dim lighting for the readings. Okay, let's see the energies that come through from your guide. So you got the Star. A long journey brings rewards. So definitely your life's journey is going to be a long and pleasant one. It's going to be filled with rewards, but it's going to be one of those journeys where it's going to take time. You're kind of going to be one of those late bloomers, and you might already be finding that you are kind of a late bloomer when it comes to experiences in life versus what your friends may be experiencing. You might be that one person where your friends are having relationships and, you know, eventually getting married a lot quicker and sooner than you. So that's what I mean by a late bloomer is it takes you a little bit longer to figure out where your path is going. It takes you a while to figure out your career path and relationships and all of that. I feel like you're just you like we said with the energy of the hanged man as your spirit guide, go with the flow. I feel like that's just how it is for you, and you're in no rush. So the message of a long journey brings rewards. Just know that your life journey may be long, it may be boring at times, but there are going to be rewards that will come for you in the future as an outcome. So just keep that in mind. Your guide just wants you to know that things may not be happening at the rate of speed that you want them to, but you're going to be rewarded for what's going on. You're going to be rewarded for the length of time you've been waiting and being patient. Just keep your head on straight and hang in there. So that's straight from your guide. I just feel like they want me to tell you just to really just hang in there and just don't be in a rush. Enjoy life. Like they're just saying, relax, enjoy life, enjoy every day, enjoy like the details, and you know, they just want you to be a little bit more calm. Don't be so stressed. Don't be so short for time, like you're rushed. Enjoy life. The second message is the king, authority and diplomacy. So I think your guide wants you to know that you do have the potential to be a leader, and you do have the potential to, you know, call the shots with your life. And that this can play a part in both relationships as well as your career, so your job of choice. I think ultimately you will be in a leadership role at work if you're not already. So striving for that is a good thing, making sure that you have the kind of job where there are the chances to rise up in the roles that you are. So, you know, you start from the bottom and you work your way up the totem pole. And so I do feel like your guide wants you to know you have potential to be a leader. And they also want to remind you to be a little bit more assertive with yourself, the way you handle yourself. Don't let people take advantage of you just because they think you're not going to speak up and, you know, share your feelings. If you feel like you need to say something in defense of yourself, defense of your beliefs and your ideas, you need to do that. And I think your guide is just telling you it is okay to have the upper hand. It's okay to be to have authority and to, you know, tell people how it is, especially when it comes to your own energy and sticking up for yourself. So I think your guide just wants you to know, like, yeah, you know, you may have that casual, carefree, procrastinative, I'm probably making up words, but being a procrastinator, you know, people might not take you seriously all the time. And I think that that might lead to people taking advantage um, of you in a way. You know, they don't take you as seriously. So sometimes it's you are being called to be a leader, and I think your guide wants you to know that you should be stepping up and speaking out to defend yourself at times. Now, the third message is the key. Locked doors can now be opened. So I think this is kind of like the green light from your guide. They are telling you that there are going to be opportunities coming to you, and you have the key to open the doors. Your guide is basically saying if there have been times recently coming up or that you've been experiencing where you're not sure if you should take on that opportunity, you're not sure if you should go that path, I think your guide is kind of using this key as an indicator that you have the power to say yes or no, whether you want to go through this experience or not. And they're putting that into your hands, saying, you know, locked doors can now be open. They're saying you are now in the mindset, and you have the experience to go through this. And so they're kind of pushing you. They're allowing you to make the move because ultimately it's your life. But they're basically saying, you can go, it's okay, you can go forward, you can go through with this, you can take this opportunity. So if you've noticed that you've had some opportunities making themselves known to you recently, that is just so you know, your guide is telling you that it's okay, you can go forward, that is a path that you should take. And your last message is the black cat. Your luck will soon change. So I love it. So I think that your guide is just kind of giving you, like, you know, when you order takeout, Chinese takeout, and you get the little fortune cookie. And if you're like me, you'll wait till your meal is done and then you open the fortune because it's kind of like your little treat. I feel like that's what this card is. Your guide is throwing this message of the black cat saying, you know, your luck will soon change. They're giving you a little fortune. They're giving you a little gift of knowing that things are going to get better. Things are going to get easier. Things are going to be more positive for you. Your luck is going to change. You may be inheriting abundance in some way. Not I don't strictly mean money, but it might mean good things coming to you. So just be aware and watch out for that. I feel like that's going to come hand in hand with the key card, where you have the key to open the doors of new opportunities and taking new paths. If there's an interest, something that's interesting you, and you really want to move forward with that, and it's going to be a new journey, I highly suggest, you know, really considering it. And if it involves you taking charge and being a leader, well, there you go. It's like the cards are telling you what you got to do. But I feel like this is a really positive message. And I feel like your guide is so chill. I feel like they are a male energy, and they're young. So they're very youthful as well. Not a child young, but like an older brother, kind of like an older brother energy. And they're not going to be controlling over you. They will watch out and they'll protect you when it needs to be, but they're going to allow you to kind of make the decisions of your life, and they're going to just be there to subtly guide you back to the right, back in the right lane if you veer off into, you know, land where you're not supposed to go. But they're there to protect you, and they're there to guide you. That's why they're called guides. So I do feel like the main message here is just kind of giving yourself the freedom to take on new experiences and to know that there's good things coming. So if you were doubting that, if you were wondering when is stuff going to change, when are you going to finally experience some fun and exciting adventures in your life, your guide is pretty much saying it's going to happen. Just be patient. Okay? So my love, I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for purchasing this reading with me. If anyone who's still watching, this was the Spirit Guide Says reading. This reading and many others are available in my shop. I will put the link to my website in the description box, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.